Hello, it's Brent Shire with Leverage and Lean, and this is the See It How video for the Update Macro Security tutorial. So I want to show you how to update your macro security with this video. And this is one of the key 3 things you need to do when starting VBA. What you need to have done first before really moving on with these steps is you need to update the developer tab and make that available to you so you can actually access the macro security. So I have a link on this page that will get you to do that first, and then come back to this video and we'll walk through these steps. Alright, so if you've already activated the developer tab, you can see here I have the PDF tutorial of how you can update your macro security. If you want to see this in full screen, you can just hit full screen mode. This will give you a better view of all the steps you need to take to complete this action. So starting with Excel, we're going to open Excel, click that developer tab, click into macro security, and make the appropriate selection. So let me do that. So navigating to Excel, I'm going to go straight to that developer tab that we've enabled, and then go to macro security. Within macro security, there is a selection option that I already have selected called enable all macros. Now this is not recommended because potentially dangerous code can run. So I have a statement that really should ease your mind around that if I navigate back to that PDF tutorial. So why this selection is not recommended is because dangerous code can run. It's extremely important for you to know what code is running. I mean, that just makes sense. So in the meantime, stay away from procedures that automatically run code based on actions like a startup or you open a document until you feel more comfortable and have more experience with VBA. I use those startup, those open actions, those automated run actions all the time. But I've been using VBA for 2 or 3 years now. So I really trust with the code that I'm making. And my recommendation is anytime you start using new code, walk through it, see what it does, and reassure that it's not going to do anything that could harm your data or anything you have on your computer. Now, if you want to take additional security steps, I do have another tutorial that will allow you to set up macro password protection. So I have that link. I'll jump you straight to that tutorial insight. Now, what that can do is it can password protect the Visual Basic macro project, and that can keep users out of there that you don't want messing with the code. Now, the code you're getting from me is really the source code. I'm not recommending you change anything unless I've shown you that in the customize section. But if you have anyone going in and being malicious and changing code or just not having the experience, that could cause some problems. So, all right. So I showed you the way to do this in Excel. Now we can do this also in Outlook, so I'll show you that in this video. Similar steps, basically the same thing. We're going to go to that developer tab, go to macro security, and ensure that the enable all macros is selected. So you'll have to select this. I believe nothing will be selected, or I think actually the disable, but just ensure this enable all macros is selected. And then we'll do the same thing for Word. So jumping over to developer tab, go to macro security, and ensure you have enable all macros selected. All right, if you navigate back to the PDF, you can always close that. I will scroll down and show you that you do have a Word section here. All very similar steps, just maybe a different look in those applications. But all right, so yeah, that's what you'll see here on this tutorial page is the See It How video and the Read How video for that PDF tutorial. Let me know if you have any questions about this one. Thanks so much for watching. Stay awesome.